You wanna smoke me? Do I look good to you? You know you like this. Come on. Just put me in your bowl. Or your bong. And just smoke me. Come on. You know you wanna smoke me. Mm-hmm. Oh, smoky. Smoky, smoky. Smoke me. Smoke me. Smoke me. Come on. Smoke me. You know you wanna smoke me. Smoke me. Smoke, smoke, smoke. Smoke me. Smoke me.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Learn and Burn. Hey, Aaron and Matt and Effin Trees. Lots of folks are in here. Cindy, Sheena. Thank you guys for tuning in on YouTube. That's awesome. I actually need to go over here on the Facebook and share it, I think, real quick. I'll do that while everybody gets settled in and something rolled up. Let me edit it real quick. Oh, well, it won't let me tag. Then let me just share. Let me share it over to the group at least. In fact, I might share it to 2 groups just to be nice to myself this evening because I don't know if we're really going to have too many folks up in here or not. Last night was a really, really sad goodbye to Grow Fam. The Friday night Fam Jam is gone. Let me close that too. Wow, 24 people in here already. Well, everybody like it or subscribe if you're over on YouTube. Send it to somebody else. Trying to get a few more subscribers. I will not be here next Saturday night. We'll start this evening with a few announcements. I will not be here next Saturday night because I'm going to be in Maui. The whole world is freezing and it's only getting colder, so it's a perfect time for a pre-planned free vacation. I'm going to go with my buddy to Hawaii for his birthday. So shout out to Mark McCumber for taking me to Hawaii for his birthday. I'm going to miss them too, Rose. Don't get me sad. Don't get me sad. I barely made it through last night. I barely made it. Hi, Michelle. How are you? 25 people in here already. And yeah, the only time we're going to do the buy one, get one is during the show and until midnight tonight. So midnight tonight during the show, you can get the buy one, get one. But I'm going to save that just for the viewers or the people who happen to rewatch it on the same day. I don't want somebody to miss it by a couple of hours. But if you rewatch it tomorrow, if you're rewatching on Sunday, the BOGO is over. It's only until midnight on Saturday nights. 6 p.m. to midnight Central Standard Time. Dank Nasty has arrived. Well, thank you for coming, Dank. I appreciate it. Hey, Jeffrey. Miguel, Peter, all kinds of people jumping up in here. Now we're at 29. That's awesome. So I'm going to do a recycled quiz tonight, and some of you may already know the answers if you watch all the time. Hi, David. Hey, Sherry Ellison's here. And the reason that I'm dressed so funky in this thing, it has a hood, is because I've been doing defoliation in the seed production room. It's the last defoliation before the last pollination. So I did take a little video and I put it together. I literally had like 20 minutes to put it all together for you. So don't judge my 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 skills on movie making. I don't do this all the time, and I did it as quick as I could. It's cold out now. Yes, it is so cold out now. And it's only getting colder. Definitely only going to get colder. Yeah, make sure that you share this around. Get people in on it. We're going to show an update video of the no-till autoflowers that we planted about 9-10 weeks ago. If you planted along with me, you're ready to harvest. Unless your girl's real big, you might have another week or so. But I've got some video, and we're going to show how they're doing. And then we'll take a look at the ones that are behind me that are they're 1 month old, and they've started to flower. They need their first defoliation, and the other group just got its second and last defoliation. So as soon as they start to flower, you can do some defoliation, get a little bit of airflow through, but don't take all the leaves because they need something to eat when they're in bloom. But those over there, they ate up all their nutrients out of their leaves, and I still have a couple of plants left to do that are in a back row that are harder to get to. But I did the first row, and hopefully, and I took some before and after so you can see the difference. Haters hate us because they ain't us. So the only haters that I have are people that absolutely don't know me because and don't think that they're ever going to meet me. But that's not true because I get around. I'm going to Hawaii right now. I'm going to meet some customers that I have that are out in Maui and hopefully make some new friends and get to see some farms. If anybody knows anybody in Maui that I should hook up with, I definitely want to know about it. I'm going to go see Johnny Potseed and Amanda Feathers, and definitely going to go see Kenneth Llanos for sure. Rose has to, I'm sorry you have to defoliate tomorrow. I hate getting all sticky, but I got my rain suit on because I've been in there and exposed to pollen, and I had to spray all off and have my hair up in a net and all that good stuff and change my pants so that I could come in here to do the live because these girls are just pre-flowering behind me and I don't want to get them accidentally pregnant when I'm on the last pollination over there. But tonight will be the last pollination on the other end of the house in the 10 by 10 tent. And then they're going to get, shut down and let them just run until their end. And I won't get any buds out of there because I'm going to let all those plants die and turn brown right where they are sitting. That way I will have the most possible seeds. And it's probably another 2, 3, maybe even 4 weeks until they're going to die on their own. But we'll take a look at them. Well, congratulations. Matt Fierro does a fire job on all of his stuff. I got to smoke some of his bud, I believe. And I can't wait to see everybody in Minnesota next month. Oh, yeah, this is going to be a super cool. I'm going to go from 22 degrees to 70 degrees, spend a week, then come back here and get ready to go to Minnesota on the 22nd of February. So I'll have to get acclimated to the cold again before I go up there. Thank you. I appreciate all the wonderful comments. Let's go ahead and show this video. We've got 41 people in here. I can show it now, and then I could show it again.
From seedlings in the ground, I start the race, nurturing the green in this peaceful space. Granny bubble gum and window-dosey-dub. Harvest time will come with a whole lot of love. Double dub and THCV growing strong and tall. Every morning check them one and all. Force ghosts rising to the hazy sky. In 75 days I'll be flying high. 75 days from crop to chop. Growing greens that'll never stop. Nancy's Own is the place to be. For the finest harvest, come and see. Gagging gas fills the air tonight. under stars in the soft moonlight. From seed to harvest in no time flat, a celebration of life. Imagine that. Rain or shine, we grow with pride. In Nancy's garden we reside. Planters of the future, taking a stand. With a little patience, it's a dream so grand. 75 days from pop to chop, growing greens that'll never stop. Nancy's Own is the place to be. For the finest harvest, come and see. To chop, growing greens that'll never stop. Nancy's Own is the place to be. For the finest harvest, come and see.
That's the end. I stretched it out a little too long, but I wanted to make sure I made it to the end of the song. What do you guys think of my video? Obviously, I need to chop the end off of it a little bit. You're just high, Vincent. You're definitely just high. But I did go on the AI. I'm a little old lady learning computer stuff. So I like to play with the AI. Rose loves it. Linda loves it. Oh, yeah, my little old lady gang loves it for sure. Somebody's singing it in the kitchen. They're on a delay over there. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. We are going to do a recycled quiz tonight. But I did want to say that, yes, if it is your time and you planted along with the Learn and Burn series that we just did starting, I don't know when. I think, when was that? Did we start? I'd have to go back and look and see when the first one of this session was. But if you planted when I did the no-till auto pots and let them sit for 2 weeks and then planted in those, if you planted when I planted that room, then you are ready to defoliate for the last time and chop. Oh, thank you, Sandra. Yeah, if you started with the room, the 10 by 10 tent, then it's time to chop. But if you're making seeds, you got another 3, 4, maybe 6 weeks to go. We'll see how long we can stretch them out. I'm going to pollinate them one more time tonight, and then they're gonna ride until they die. But this room behind me is just now starting to flower. It's gotten big enough to flower, and we're going to take a look at that room too. And then we'll do the quiz. So if you got somebody that you know wants to do the quiz, tag them on in here. Tell them it's going to be quiz time right after we look in this tent. Let me get up. This tent needs its first defoliation, so don't give me too hard a time. There's only one little fan in one end of this tent, so they're actually not getting near enough airflow in the middle or at the other end, and I'll show you what's happening. The lack of airflow is causing a deficiency. Let me see how close I can get you guys. See in here on these leaves where I'm getting some brown and yellow? That's caused by not having enough airflow. But over on this end of the tent, near the fan, everything looks great. Yeah, as long as you're down here on the fan end, or even in the little dome, they're just babies. But my middle's starting to get kind of yellow. They're getting a lot closer to the light, too. That one in the back there is probably the closest to the light. They're still going to grow probably another foot. This one's got a little ways to go. It's the least along, and I think it was the last one planted. I'm not sure. The one in the middle looks real bad, but it's gotten hit. It's going to be the pollinator. All right, that's enough babies. That's enough babies. And I have an exciting announcement coming soon. Not until next month, but there is an exciting announcement about the grow situation and grow spaces and improving. It's pork chop. Definitely go over and check out the it's let me look up the website so I'm not. It's flowerstackattack.com. I believe is the website. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. I can probably get it here. Let me get it up on there. There we go. There we go. Man, I'm learning all the time. You guys are going to be proud of me. Check this out. There it is right there. The Pork Chops Flower Stack Attack. The all natural bloom booster. Awesome. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Holy crap. There it is. It's on the screen. So yeah, you only have to go to flowerstackattack.com. And you can pick these up because I'm going to be using these on this round behind me in flower, and I'm going to be using them on the next round that I'm going to do as well. So I definitely want you guys to grab some and grow along with us. Let me get one more spot here. I might as well give another little plug. Well, if it'll load up, I must be using all the bandwidth. Yes, slapple, slapple. I hear you, Scott. Slapple. The slapples are amazing. They're from Atlas Seed, but this is our version of the slapple. It's a F3 slapple. And thank you to the guys who bred this thing. And we've been really happy to bring it along. And it's a sweet, sweet little plant. And definitely do not miss out on the nugs. There's a nugs multi-pack, and there's the nugs double grape, the grape dosey dub, and the double grunts. We just got them all restocked so that while I'm gone this week, my son's going to be here filling orders with Nugget, and him and Nugs are going to be stuffing in extra stuff. We printed a bunch of cool stickers, and I did some cool slap packs that are going to have the slaps inside. All the Slapple packs have the Slapple sticker inside. Yes, you do need to. You need to get that grow tent moved so you can start more beans. Yep, it's at nancysown.com is where the beans are at. And you can grab some and grow along with me just like I do. But if you want to grow the way I'm going to grow this next round, you'll have to pick up some of this flower stack attack. Because I'm going to still do because I pre-amend the pots with pretty much all the good stuff for veg and a little bit of bloom. But I can't never make it through without some kind of a bloom boost. And this is perfect because it's all natural. Yes, Jamie, you're going to get the stickers. The Slapple is actually, where did I say the Slapple's from? Someone remind me. I'm drawing a blank now. The Slapple, well, let me just put it in here. It's from Atlas. And I can find, or no, it's from Speedrun. It's from Speedrun. I have Atlas on the brain today. Here it is. It's from Speedrun. Sativa Dominant, Stone Fruit F2, and Granite Haze F2. And this is our F3 version. So we have selfed it and then bred it back to itself twice. And it says there's 2 reasons we call this strain Slapple. You'll understand the first reason when you first unzip your grow tent in late flower and get slapped across the face with terpenes. You'll then immediately know that the second reason is because the smell that just slapped you across the face smells exactly like a ripe apple. They use their favorite phenotypes of stone fruit, which is sour apple and granite, with some very special pollen from the Granite Haze F2 generation, to create one of the fruitiest, frostiest, fastest growing, and most visually striking strains we have on our lineup. Yes, everything about the Slapple sounds amazing. Out of stock, $45 for a 3-seed pack. 65 to 75 days. Average yield 7 to 9 ounces. So definitely a pretty looking girl. We've grown so many of them. Ours look more like this one. This one and this one. That's the phenotypes that we've selected for. But you'll need pork chops, flower stack attack if you want to do it the same way I'm going to do it. And you can pick up the Slapples at Nancy's Own. And that's a 5-pack. And it says, thank you, Speedrun. All I had to do was click it. And these apples are supposed to be slapping each other. They're supposed to be fighting. But for whatever reason, we were unable to get an apple to slap another apple between me and the AI. But I think it's a pretty cute sticker. And I like it a lot. All right, so let me get out of all these. We're done looking at Slapple apples. There we go, there we go. Oh, nice. I'm glad you got your double grapes in the mail, John. She means now, people. Yeah, like it's time now. Get your seeds now because my flower stack attack is already on the way. So grab your seeds, grab your flower stack attack. I'm about to jump off to Hawaii for 7-8 days. And then when I come back next Saturday, we can start some seeds. So that gives you 2 weeks from today to get together, get it ready. And I'm going to do a small run. Girl, you better grow those Jedi hustles, or somebody in here is probably going to try to buy them from you. Those have been sold out for a long time. grab some of the photos and grow along with us too. The key, so here's what you can do with your photo period. If you don't want it to get really big and get out of control, you can treat a photo period just like you treat an autoflower by starting the seed on a 12-12 cycle. Just cut your power bill in half and grow a photo on a 12-12 from beginning to end, and it'll go a lot faster. Now, you're still going to probably be around 12 weeks because it does take time for it'll take 6 weeks before it can sexually mature, where the autos are mature in 3 to 4 weeks. So you'll add a couple of weeks on to our autoflower timeline, but you can almost keep up and you'll still have a wonderful harvest that you'll be happy with. Gonna get laid. Yeah, I'm gonna get me one of those things around my neck. I can't wait. I can't wait. We're not taking an expensive vacation. We're staying at a Super 8. But we're going to Hawaii. And we're gonna get a rental car and drive around and go see a bunch of people. So I don't think I care too much where I sleep as long as it has a clean bed and an air conditioner. Hey Derek, how are you doing tonight? Oh, it snowed today. We've got a little bit of snow coming. They're expecting, maybe an inch or so here in the first wave, and then probably another inch or two in the second wave a couple of days later. Yeah, still, it's Hawaii. Who cares if I'm broke when I get there? Who cares if I stay in a crappy Super 8? It's cool. Who cares if we didn't even buy we're just taking carry-on. We didn't even pay to have luggage. I did everything so El Cheapo that you wouldn't believe. You wouldn't believe. 2 people, 7 days. I think it was just under 4,000 with a car and a hotel and airfare. Crazy, huh? What time is it now? It's 6:27. Oh, I'm sorry you got sick people. I hope they feel better soon. Minnesota fam in the house. There's some Minnesota fam in here. If you're in Minnesota, raise your hand. I'm not in Minnesota yet, but I'll be there in February. Ronnie went, no, I'm going to roll them all before I go. But thanks, Ron. Thanks. Ronnie Welcham's amazing. Hi, Harold. Weeds everywhere there. I got to take some of what I grew. Let's see all the Minnesotas. All right. I know Garden of the North is up north. Oh, I'm glad. We've done solo cup. The strains have been in solo cup grows. We did the 1 gallon challenge, and the plants in the 1 gallon challenge did really good. I was really surprised. In fact, I grew along and I just did little pint containers, which is probably about like a solo cup, just not as deep. And I have 1 joint left of those garlic locks. It was really good. Michelle and David and Matthew and Gerald. Sherry's, I know, is in Minnesota. Ranger's in Minnesota. Linda's in Minnesota. Aaron's in Minnesota. Green Giant's in Minnesota. Joe Olson is in Minnesota. All right, J-Dog, you feel better. You feel better. Bring some Maui Wowie beans. Yes, you can go anywhere with an open mind and a sense of adventure. Oh, I can't keep up with the comments now. There's a Virginia. There's a New York. So I need to find other states to go to. Yep, love that 100% cocoa with the drip. It's awesome. Ed's in Minnesota. There's an Ohio. Virginia, Montana, Missouri. I think I'm trying to get to Illinois. Illinois. I think Ohio is one of the ones I'm going to get to next. I think I have a few people from Ohio. I'm going to try to get to Ohio. Tons of you from Minnesota. You're right, PJ. Oklahoma's cold enough, huh? Wow, it's awesome that I have so many people from so many places. I do. I got almost 60 people up in here. Uh-oh, uh-oh. There's a coupon. There's a coupon. Mine's already on the way, so I don't have to order it. But if you don't have it on the way, you probably want to go order it. Support a small business, not some huge corporation. Oh, Duluth. I can't wait to get to Duluth. The poor little Virginians. No, actually, I'm going to get to Virginia. I have a special want to get to Virginia now. Absolutely. Yes, put that shit on everything. You got to put that pork chop flour stack. And it's good for vegetables, anything that wants to bear a fruit or bloom. Anything that you want to have a really pretty bloom or a nice healthy fruit. Oh yeah, I know you'll never grow them all. Yeah, pork chops flour stack is mailed from Virginia. I definitely want to come see you, Sheena. Definitely. We're already at 6:32, but there's 54 people in here, so there's people I know that did not get to see this, the defoliation. It's tonight. Later will be the first defoliation for the girls behind me that have a few yellow leaves. I'm going to go in there and clean everything up, get some better airflow through there because they've just started budding. In the other room, the room that has the no-till soil amended pots, there's a YouTube video for that. If you're on YouTube, you can check out that video. And pretty much right when I put that up is when I started it. So count 2 weeks for them to cook, and that's when we planted. I'm going to show this though again.
From seedlings in the ground, I start the race, nurturing the green in this peaceful space. Granny bubble gum and wing doodle-see dub. Harvest time will come with a whole lot of love. Double dub and THCB growing strong and tall. Every morning check them one and all. Four scopes rising to the hazy sky. In 75 days I'll be flying high. 75 days from pop to chop. Growing greens that'll never stop. Nancy's Own is the place to be. For the finest harvest, come and see. Gagging gas fills the air tonight. Under stars in the soft blue light. From seed to harvest in no time flat. A celebration of life, imagine that. Rain or shine, we grow with pride. In Nancy's garden we reside. Planters of the future, taking a stand. With a little patience, it's a dream so grand. 75 days from pop to chop. Growing greens that'll never stop. Nancy's Own is the place to be. For the finest harvest, come and see. To chop, growing greens that'll never stop. Nancy's Own is the place to be. For the finest harvest, come and see.
Muted. Thank you, John Rando. John Rando is our technical advisor here on the show for the Learn and Burn. He's working the back end whether he knows it or not. Yeah, I try to get the orders out next day. And if you order early in the morning, I'm probably going to mail it that day because I usually head out to the post office anywhere between 10 and 2, depending on what's going on that day. And the post office, my shippo average is 3.5 days. So if you live close, you might get it in 2 days. If you live a ways away, it might be 5 days. But only because I mail packs overseas do I think it stretched my average out that far. Thank you. It's an AI generated song that I made myself. But yeah, I can't wait to go and see Mendo and chill with them. That'll be next month. But there's 56 people in here. Are we ready for a quiz? Hi, Trent. Oh, no. Well, let me know if they don't come within before when I get back. If you still don't have them, then hit me up and I'll be back. I think it's like a week from Tuesday or maybe on a Wednesday. Nice. You didn't study, Carla? You're going to know all the answers, girl. Oh, no. Uh-oh, Kim. If anybody's got an order that hasn't gone somewhere, send me a message after the live so I can go check tracking and see if stuff's moving. If it's not moving, if it looks like it really got stuck somewhere, I'll resend it. No problem. Thank you, Jason. And especially around the holidays, for whatever reason, it was closed on the 9th because Carter died, and then the Monday after that, the post office was just like, there were so many packages in there that they had like 3 windows for the packages that were being just dropped off. And I was kind of worried about putting my stuff up there that one of them was like going to fall on the floor or go behind something in one of the booths, or, it was a very unstable pile. And I'm not saying that people didn't go and drop off packages and take a few packages with them when they went back out, because there was that many packages. Apple fritter time. Cheers. Cheers to the fritter. All right, we're going to throw this up here. And we're going to let it start rolling. The name of this game, I'm going to pause it for a second. The name of this game is to have 5 letters for your final answer. Don't answer while the questions are coming up. Don't answer until the 5th question has already been on the screen. After the 5th question, you'll have 5 of these multiple choice answers, or A, B, C, D, E. You'll have 5, or A, B, C, D. You'll have 5 A, B, C's, and D's in a row to put down, and then the answer key comes up, and it will tell us the letter of each one that was correct. Let me take down comments. And if I didn't explain that well, it's going to give instructions here in just a second. Yeah, and select the letter that corresponds with the best or most popular answer. Sometimes there might be more than one right answer. I try to avoid that, though. Ah, my camera doesn't want to stay on. That's horrible, you guys, and you can't see me. Let me pause that really quick. Let everybody take a look at this. I'm back. I'm back. Yes, the answer's at the very end. CBC, BCCC, DDD. Yeah, that's how it goes. All right, I'm going to restart this so it's going to keep going. Question 1, everybody should already have an A, a B, a C, or a D. Gerald is always baked, but we don't have K and E. So save your first letter and add this letter to it. The question is, what part of the plant is removed in defoliation? Most of these are really, really easy, and people should be able to get them. Yep, hold your answers to the very end. H is a very good answer, and I think H might be it. Question 3 is, which of the following is used to increase bud sites? And not saying that there's more than one answer, but we want the one that does it the best. Which one of these will increase bud sites the best? Now, this question has to do with when you harvest. When you harvest and chop a plant down, what percentage of that weight is lost due to moisture loss? When you dry, when you've chopped a plant down, if you weigh it wet and then you weigh it again dry, what percentage is been lost? And then question 5 is, and that's when needs a space in there. What's the optimal temperature for flowering stage of cannabis? I can only I'm gonna put myself back up in case there's no sound with me not there. Am I muted? I know it's about I think it was just not there because I was not on the screen. Okay. And then what's the optimal temperature for the flower stage? Yeah, no sound when I'm off screen. Thanks, John. I had a feeling maybe it was that way, but I just wanted to replay the questions in case somebody came in late in the middle of the questions. I can scroll back up as soon as it shows the answers to see who got the correct answer first. And it should be showing the answers any second now. All right, must be time to light up while we're waiting on the final answers. Back when I was young, that's what the yellow traffic cones meant. Every time you saw that construction zone sign, that meant you had to pull one out because you were going to sit. John Smith, you have too many letters. No, you have the right number of letters. Heartland, you don't have enough letters. Josh, you don't have enough letters. You must be coming in here late. All right, it's about to show the 5-letter answer. Well, hopefully. Am I just sitting here frozen? No, I'm just sitting here smoking weed. D-A-B-A-C. Let me scroll way up here from the first time we watched it. And I'll start throwing these up. Close. Sheena's correct. Brimo's correct. Close. Man, so many close. Trent's correct. You did. You got them all correct. Yep. You probably just got in here late. I'm sorry. Come in not next Saturday because I'm going to Hawaii, but the Saturday after next. We start at 6 p.m. Central, and usually within the first 30 to 40 minutes, we start the quiz. Oh, thank you, John. Yes, it was burnt tips, leaves, low stress training for the increasing the most bud sites. Burnt tips for the first sign of overfeeding. Defoliation removes the leaves. Low stress training is the best way to increase your yield. Don't cut the top off, just bend it over. Everything else will grow. Keep bending those over and stuff will keep growing. The percentage loss of moisture is 70 to 85. Let me go back just 1 second. And the optimal temperature for your flowering cannabis is 65 to 75 degrees. Great job, everybody. Thank you for taking the quiz. No, Gerald, and the reason that fimming and topping do not increase more bed sites than the low stress training, bending the top over, you get to keep everything you've already had. Everything you've already had. But all you have to do is lower the highest part of the plant is going to have a hormone in it that tells it it's the top. It's an apex hormone. All you have to do is lower that below any other branch, and the apex hormone will transfer from here to here. And if you do that constantly by pulling your branches down over a net, you get that apex hormone to travel around the whole plant, and then they all just go boom. It's amazing. Even with a photo, don't take that, because that top piece is your most strongest growing piece, and it's part of the main stem. Definitely keep it, keep it. I love that. I love that. Derek, what photos are you doing? Yeah, LST, if it's done right, is crazy. And it doesn't matter if it's auto or photo. Yeah, you want to save all of that main stem. As soon as you chop that off, yes, everything else bushes up, but it's such a traumatic injury. I wouldn't chop your head off either. I wouldn't chop the head off a plant. I'll lay it down and let everything else take off. Oh, we're doing great, Popeye. We're doing great. This quiz is over. I suppose I could take it down. I'll take the quiz down. Don't top them, just lay the top over. Or if you're a mean mother like I am, you can just go in there and just take the main branch and snap it in half until it just goes from here to, and then it'll curve back up and keep going again. And you'll end up with plants that go like this. Because they won't stay laid down, but it keeps them out of the light. When I'm short and it's hard for me to raise the lights. I'd rather just snap somebody in half than climb on something to raise the light. Jeffrey's a topper. It's okay to top if you're going to keep that top and make another plant. And if you're going to top, if you're going to top a photo period, let that top get big, like 18 inches, Barbie doll size. And then cut an extra 4 inches and stick that thing in a cup of water with a little air stone and let it root like that. And you'll root yourself a teenager. You cutting little clones, especially those little 2-inch things, that's ridiculous. Cut yourself a nice branch that fills the whole dome. Strip it down to just the top 2 or 3 nodes and leaves, but make a nice piece. Usually mine don't actually throw a fit. They just don't listen. They're like, oh, you bent me over? Watch this. Tomorrow I'm still growing up in the light. It buys me a day, if that. Yep, go snap the shit out of the side of it. Even if it's in bud. Just if it's far in bud, then do it lightly. But if it's not far into bud, just snap it. I mean, snap. I mean, bend it over and it'll have a break and it'll just build a real knuckle right there. And then it just stands straight. But it'll start standing straight back up immediately. But you'll notice it in 24 hours. It keeps telling me my camera's not working. I hope you can still hear me every time my camera goes off. And that might be what's been wrong with some of the sound. Well, you can do it gently. And so what you could do is, if you don't want to just go be mean and snap it, then go gently bend it over and tie a string around it. But don't tie a string around it because you'll choke it. Go loop around it like this. Where am I see it? Like this. Have the string go from the bottom up over the top of it and then back down and tie it to its own pot. Yeah, twisting doesn't really knock them down, though. It's got to be done, though. Then, yeah, just go and, just gently until you hear it go crack, and then you're good. And then by that time, it should lay down. But you might have to do that a couple of times because some of them girls don't listen to you, and they're just like, they'll grow like an inch out from that break. They'll just go straight back up again. Nice. Did you say what strain you were doing, Derek? The Banksy's dank. Nice, nice. Yes, cut the tips off the leaves when you're cloning. In fact, get you a whole bunch of clones together in one hand and then just pull them up like that and snip all the way across the top with the scissors. You can cut all the tips and leaves in with like 10 clones at a time. Just cut little branches like this, pick them up, strip the bottoms, and lay them all in one spot on top of each other. Pick them up as a group. I froze on the screen, but the comments are rolling. Yes, it does promote root growth because the tip of each leaf has a little bit of a growth hormone in it too. And by chopping that off, that leaf will stop growing. It won't get any bigger than it already was, and it will concentrate on growing roots instead. If it can't grow leaves, it has to grow roots because growing leaves is what keeps it going, climbing the ladder. And if you stop the leaves from growing, then it stops climbing the ladder and it looks down and goes, oh, well, I can climb with the bottom half. I swallowed my pop. I saw John Randall called it lazy. And that chick, that just... Oh, I'm sorry, Jeff. It's okay, Esteban. They're really, really tough. They're really, really tough. Hi, Christian. Yeah, it's not lazy, it's efficient. And when you have to cut 3,000 clones in a morning, then you will do it too. It's a commercial trick. Most home growers don't need that trick, but a lot of you live in places where there is a commercial industry. And if you're good growers at home, go get on some farms when they start up. Nice. All right. Well, since I'm choked out, we're going to end this one here at 7 o'clock. But I'm going to play this defoliation video for you one more time. Just because I'm so proud of it. Don't forget to run over to the website, pick something up, get yourself some flowers, stack, and be ready to plant.
Harvest time will come with a whole lot of love. Double dub and THCV growing strong and tall. Every morning check them one and all. Force goes right to the hazy sky. 75 days I'll be flying high. 75 days from pop to chop.
These poor girls had only had one defoliation on, and this defoliate behind me tomorrow after I've had a shower because I'm already getting exposed to these other girls today.
Under stars in the soft blue light, from seed to harvest in no time flat.
I do it, celebration of life. But this is on a time lapse. Thank you, Janet. Yeah, this is a time lapse video, so I don't really move that quickly when I'm doing it. But it's best to just fit somewhere and then turn the pot. Do as many as you can see from where it's sitting, and then turn the pot, because these are all on irrigation lines that can't really move very well. I might have to turn them back and then turn them the other way.
chop.
But this is that first row after it got defoliated.
Nancy's always the place
There's some
to
chunky
be
ladies
for the
in there. These are
finest
all
harvest.
pollinated
Come and
plants.
see.
Some of them were pollinated when they were a little younger and smaller, and they did not get as big as the others. Some of them got replanted because the originals got culled.
75 days from pop to chop.
And not all
Growing
these
greens
plants
that'll
are
never stop.
going to make crops. They
Nancy's
all have
always
seeds,
the
they all
place
have
to be
processes. They will
for
not
the
all get
finest harvest. Come and see.
we're still picking through there and deciding which ones that we're willing to do and which ones that are getting eliminated. Probably at least half of them are already eliminated, but they're already pregnant, so there's really nothing I can do. You guys have a wonderful night, and I will see you a week from next Saturday.